Welcome back, darlings. If you can't tell who this is already going to be about by the title, you hopefully know now. We are going to The Incredibles, and based on who I have coming up after this, I thought I would focus on Edna Mode. Now, Edna Mode, she wears black hair, or like a dark navy. I was trying to think of a way to honor her, and that's where I came up with Ode to Edna Mode. I thought that would be a really fun thing to do. So we're doing something a little bit different. We've got 3 soaps in this series that are not our traditional solid on the bottom, drop swirl on top. And I'm gonna probably do a little bit more of that where I'm mixing things up while keeping some with that traditional for consistency. But I like mixing things up a little bit, and I would love to know what you guys think at the end. So let's jump in, see how I do an Ode to Edna Mode, which you'll probably hear again in a few minutes, and then we'll come back here and see the finished product. All right, darling, who's ready to make a fabulous bar of soap? I know I am. I am calling this one an Ode to Edna Mode. And this is where I'm starting to do a few different things lately. And in this case, put that container in the sink. All right, that came together really quick. And I am actually, because we're doing something different, and you're gonna start to notice, I'm ready to mix things up a bit. I'm gonna add the fragrance oil to the entire container because these 3 mini cups is all I'm going to use for the accent colors. So I figure it's gonna be easier for me to add the fragrance oil right to this. And the fragrance oil for Miss Edna Mode, I thought we would do something, and it's kind of rubbed off a little bit. It is lavender and basil. I wanted something that was a little bit sophisticated. I mean, she is quite fabulous, darling. I am going to need this because I'm going to add some white to this. It says that this fragrance oil turns just a light yellow. So what I have here are 3 bits of color. I have used ultramarine blue, and that is in this one. I've taken ultramarine blue and added some black to this one and some titanium dioxide to this one. And that is because her outfit is a little bit yes, she has that all black one. I'm feeling these kind of full. Hopefully I don't regret this. This one may be a little bit too much colorant, but we'll see. And I have other containers I can always use. And now I am going to add some titanium dioxide here to this main one. This is my pre-mixed titanium dioxide. And I'm gonna put this back in. This is still behaving pretty good. But yeah, she's got this one outfit that's very like navies. Like some good blues, navies, and all of that. And I thought that making an outfit with a lot of the navies, yeah, I may need a bigger container for that one. You know what I have? I got a solo cup here. I'm gonna do that for this one just because I had a little bit more oil with the colorant in here. So I think I am going to add just a touch because this could use a little bit more. And maybe the navy will be the more predominant color here. All right. See, you guys are working this as I go. Yeah, that's a pretty color. This is a pink spatula. So you can see that navy's good. Let's mix this ultramarine blue here. How is this doing? I was using these containers as a way to kind of, yeah, we're going all solo cups here. because these are, it's a good measurement tool, but just a little tricky to do this in there. Filled it up. All right, there we go. So yeah, she has this outfit that is definitely a bit like shades of different blues and navies and black. I didn't want to do her black outfit with the red, just because I felt like that would be a really, really black soap. And I didn't want it to be like black with just a little bit of red. It was just gonna be like, who's gonna want that? And if you do want a soap like that, tell me. Because I have the titanium dioxide in this, I want to use my little mini whisk here to make sure it gets incorporated well. Okay, that looks good. I'm just gonna kind of pulse all of these. There we go. I'm losing that. One more. And I'm happy that I have a little more of the navy than I do of anything else. All right, excellent. Now, I have a plan. I have a plan, famous last words, and I have a hanger swirl. So I wanted this to be sophisticated with the soap, with the scent, hence the lavender basil, because it's fabulous, darling, and it smells so good. I am a fan of lavender, and one of my favorite drinks is a lavender lemonade. If you haven't had it, you need to go try it because it is delicious. But what I thought I would do is we're gonna try a hanger swirl here. And I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a total butterfly swirl, which I'll explain what that means in a bit. But we might kind of play around with it. So let us start with this navy. And I'm only gonna do one pass on the side closest to me. This is getting a little messy, but one pass here. I've got probably enough for another pass. Let's do a little more white here. Okay, let's do the lightest one right now. Ooh, this is like a Frozone. I'm only doing one pass with this. Totally a Frozone color right now. This is a stunning baby blue. Loving this. I'm gonna scrape all of this out because I don't want the top too muddied. I want it to be pretty minimal because I'm also drawing inspiration from her house and the very minimalistic approach to it. This is kind of where I'm going, is I'm drawing inspiration. Yes, we'll do the regular blue now. Oh, I maybe wanted to do another thing of white, but that's okay. You know what? We're making this work, and I am gonna scrape all of this out here. Things are thickening up a little bit. That's okay. We're gonna make this work. It's gonna be fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Seriously, that's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it. We're gonna be fabulous. Okay. Yep, thickening up, that's okay. I'm gonna pour a little bit more on the side here to give us some stuff to work with. There we go. All right, the rest of this navy. This is definitely going to be interesting. I think I'm saying this is a pseudo butterfly swirl because I don't really know. I haven't really looked into it, but we're gonna make this work no matter what. And I have decided, I think that January, you guys are hearing it here first, instead of being really Disney soaps, I want it to be new year, new technique. So I think every other month moving forward after December, is going to be Disney and then a different non-Disney theme. All right, we're gonna get everything out here. Get all of this soap out. Fill everything in. Come on, come on. Yeah, so I want to explore the butterfly swirl a little bit, which we will get into that soon. This is kind of like my pseudo dive into it, and maybe if I nail it, I'll do a different technique instead to explore, just because, you know, there are so many different things we can do. And then as I get to know new techniques, new themes, you know, maybe I can apply them to some of these Disney soaps as they come about. I have almost the entire year planned. I think there's 1 month that I haven't figured out, but otherwise I'm kind of excited about the next 12 months of soap making. So I'm gonna shimmy this. And now here's where the hanger is going to come in handy. This is just this hanger that's been coated. I'm gonna shove this in and I'm gonna kind of swirl it a little bit. Try and get some of these colors dispersed. Okay. I'm gonna pull this up. And I think I'm gonna try and put some of this right in the middle because I don't have a lot of blue there. Okay. This is looking good. Now I'm gonna kind of do that. Now what I am thinking here is, I'm just gonna kind of pull this blue over, leaving that white. Okay, this is looking good. I'm gonna be really curious to see how that, and let's see, do I want to just leave it like that? You know what I do want to do is I want to take this little bit of blue right there off. That was going to bug me. Okay, now I can clean this up a little bit. I'm trying to decide, and I think I'm not going to do it. I was debating, do I add some lavender buds to go with the lavender theme of the scent? And I'm leaning towards no. I think I want to leave this as is and see, and just keep it simple, because Edna Mode is all about the clean lines, the simplicity. So we're getting some rubbing alcohol here. And then I don't know about you, I am really, really curious to see what this looks like when I cut into it. I've made quite a bit of a mess here, so I'm gonna have a lot of cleaning up to do. But you know what? Sometimes I've got all these things to clean. Sometimes you gotta make a little bit of a mess to have fun. And hey, Edna Mode is sometimes called in to clean up other people's messes. We're just going with that. All right, I am super anxious to cut into this. Stick around to see what it looks like and if I got some semblance of a swirl here, because I don't know, who knows? We'll find out. All right, this looks really cool. Like, look at the side. You can see those little bits of different blues, but the other side is all white pretty much. So I am really curious to see how this is going to turn out. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little tiny slice here, and I'm going to put this off to the side. And now I'm going to do one slice, and then I'm not, actually I have to. I'm going to kind of show you, look at how funky that looks. That looks funky. Now, let me see how this turned out, because what's supposed to happen is when you lay these side by side, you get this mirror image and it kind of looks a little butterfly-ish. There's a little red from previous cut. That looks kind of cool, a little wispy. I'm gonna move these over and let's keep cutting because this was a really interesting experiment. I see a lot of potential here. I'm thinking that things were a little bit thick. That one's fun. I'm gonna try and lay them out here without getting in the way of my cutter. This is different. This is fun. I'm kind of liking how, like, let's lay that out next to each other. Look at, okay, you guys may think I'm a little wacky. I mean, you may already think that, that's fine. I look at those in the camera and I see two lungs. Am I crazy? Is this like those blob tests to see what you see when you look into these items? Because, I don't know, do we really want to go there? That could be a dangerous thing to do. Oh boy. These are really cool. Like I could see some really cool possibilities. I mean, unless you buy these as a set, and even then at that point, they get all mixed up and jumbled that I'm not sure I could recreate the pairings. But like on its own, that's kind of a funky, fun, like look at the little wispies here. The other side, like it's just really fun. I could see this working really nicely in a bathroom. And the scent is really, really nice. I mean, that top is adorable too. I love it. Let me know what you think. Should I keep playing around with this? This was actually, I probably will play around with it. So, you know, we'll see. But I don't know. What do you think? What do you see in some of these shapes? Am I going crazy or do you see what I see? Do you see something else? Let me know down below in the comments. Okay, this turned out amazing. Like, I'm so in love with this style and I'm gonna have to do plenty more. We're gonna come up on our January theme, which, you know, spoiler alert, is going to be new year, new techniques. It's not gonna be Disney specific, and what I've decided to do is every other month I will do something Disney specific, and then the other months I'm gonna do something kind of just generic. They'll all have a theme. I'm really happy with how this turned out, and don't mind the vacuuming upstairs if you can hear it, whatever. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's just, I'm getting a little bit more of the basil than I do the lavender, and it just smells very fresh and earthy in a way, but not too like, it's hard to describe, but I really, really love it. And I'm so happy with how this turned out. And I hope you guys are too. Let me know, are you a fashionista like Miss Edna Mode, or do you need help from someone like Edna Mode? Let me know down below. I'm probably somewhere in between. I love to be stylish, but I also kind of, you know, could use a little bit of help every now and then to achieve the vision that I have in mind. But until next time, guys, I hope you get out there, create something beautiful. Have a fantastic day. I will see y'all real soon.